What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off today with the Adversary, which is, I believe, a redesign, according to the description. It's a redesign after the mod, or the builder moved into DirectX 11 and they redesigned apparently an old version of the ship and brought it up to date, which is really cool. Lots of mods for such a small ship. It's not a very large one, it's a little fighter. Well, I say little, but it's actually a decent sized fighter, like a realistic looking fighter. It's not one of these 5-block wide fighters type of thing. Pretty cool looking overall. I love the detail. Obviously with a fighter like this, the interior is kind of moot point. And so it mostly comes down to the exterior design and speed and weapons and all that kind of stuff. We do have a button panel here, though to what end I don't know. Area light toggle, auxiliary power, all thrust, and reactors. Okay, so I guess that's a maintenance type. You know, you can turn the reactors off, switch to auxiliary power, etc., etc. Looks like we've got some batteries here and a jump drive, so it looks multifunctional as far as it probably has a jump drive. Well, not probably, I'm looking right at it, but anyways, it's got reactors, it's got batteries, jump drives. It looks to me like we have hydrogen thrusters. Wait, no, these are tiered thrusters. Though I do believe, according to the screenshots, it can go onto a planet. I'm not entirely sure. I actually meant to load up a planet with this blueprint, but I forgot to do it. So that's my bad. But yeah, I believe according to the screenshots, it showed pictures of it on a planet, I think. I don't know if it can land. That landing gear... Oh, it has retractable landing gears, I'm guessing, right there. I see them. So I can't quite see if there's a piston, but I think there is. This looks like... Okay, so that was weird. Took forever. Anyways, this is a blast door block, so this is more than likely retractable. Almost definitely. And there are connectors here. Now, this is interesting. What are these? Maglock surface. Oh! That's a small little maglock. That's cool. Small connector. So that's pretty neat. We've got multiple connectors in case you have different connection points, which is pretty cool. It does have 2 Bulldog chain guns attached to it. However, the description refers to it having 4 other hard points. Now, what I don't know is if that means it has something set up, and then I think it's these right here. I think these are places you can put other weapons, I think. It would make sense, because there's 2 there, and then there's 2 over there, and the description reads 4 hardpoint available, so that's probably where you're supposed to put them. Okay, so... pretty cool looking overall. I really like the design. I don't know what the 3 and 4 slots are on here. We've got timer, all thrust, main thrust, and then the bulldogs. So main thrust are these white ones in the back, it looks like, and then all thrust is all of them. That's interesting. Huh. And timer, I'm guessing, is the landing gears. Okay. Now that's interesting. I'm not an expert, but right off the top of my head, the landing gears don't look like they're even. I don't know... That's kind of weird. I don't know if they would stop automatically if they got too low. I'm not sure how that works. But that's curious. And then we've got our bulldogs, which I never get tired of firing those. I don't know how accurate they would be in an actual dogfight, but they're cool. Turning is crazy awesome. You can see from the sun, I mean, I'm barely moving the... It's almost a 1-to-1 from where you move the mouse. That's really good. And speed, very fast. I would say very fast. And it actually seems to throttle down even faster. So yeah, this thing... This is definitely an awesome fighter. You could really do some damage with this. Woo! Gonna get dizzy. Alright, so that's a really cool ship. I definitely like that ship. And let's move on to the next one now, because I think we've pretty much done everything. This is just... I wasn't sure if this was a cockpit or not, but it's not. So let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, and here we have the NARVAL hydrogen tanker. Not to be confused with a narval. So this one is a little bit different. It was obviously designed for transportation and cargo hauling kind of thing, rather than like any kind of fast-paced combat or fighting. It does have 2 Gatling turrets and I believe 2 or 4 missile turrets. So it can defend itself. I think it's got 2 missile turrets, and then it's got multiple of the interior turrets placed around the hull for defense. So it can defend itself fairly well, but its primary use is to transport hydrogen in large quantities from mining areas where you might mine the materials and resources and such, and then have it... I believe it has modified refineries on here. This is a vanilla blueprint, but I think it has an upgraded refinery with multiple... Yeah, there they are. It's either got refineries or assemblers or both with different modules attached to them. I believe you can basically unload the whatever resource. I haven't played in vanilla since they introduced the hydrogen update, so I don't remember what resource you get hydrogen from. But whatever the resource is, I'm pretty sure it was designed to where you can dump it into this connection port and stuff into the system, and then it'll process it, and then it can unload it or refuel a station or whatever. Or just refuel reserves, put it into another ship, so on and so forth. Pretty much anything you would use hydrogen for. It's basically just a tanker. So pretty cool, though, in terms of design, because it's got a couple of really neat features, like the pylon thruster things off to the side. I really like that. And then the overall center, what do you call it? Fuselage design of the center is pretty neat. It's got kind of a like a rectangular shape, but then it's angled on the edges, which gives it a nice little look to it. So really liked the exterior design of it. I didn't see many screenshots of if there is an interior. I don't really know. What do these buttons do? Connector, tanks. Okay, so that's not... I saw a door over here, believe it or not. I actually found a door. It does have solar panels and oxygen farms on it. So it's, I'm assuming, self-sustaining. I doubt you would want a hydrogen tanker that actually uses hydrogen, because that seems like it would be counterproductive. It did mention that it has an airlock. Airlock depressurize on and off. So can I click that? Okay, light screen. Doors open. Sweet. Airlock side out. Oh, I guess it just... Oh, the door has a timer, so we'll pressurize it. I might have to peek at that code, unless that's M-Master's. If it's M-Master's code, which it looks... That's kind of known for the little graph bar there. So that might be still part of that. I'm not sure. We got a projector here. Not really sure why, unless that's just for repairs. Toggle. Yeah, so there's the assembler controls and refinery controls. Oh, projector. Let's turn it on. Did it do anything? The projector may be projecting the ship for repairs. We've talked about that for the nanite repair system and stuff like that. Okay, so it's also listing more ores and stuff too, so it's not specifically entirely just for hydrogen, but hydrogen hauling is its main purpose. Let's go this way first. That almost looked like it was being projected there for a minute. That was weird. Got our Star Wars hallways here. Med room. Side panel door. And we have arrived at the bridge, which is cool. A couple of programmable blocks. You got turret controls there. So interior turrets, 0 of 8. I guess they're not active. And then we have 2 missiles and 2 Gatling turrets. Then we've got all of our information readouts, jump drive and speed and GPS, and cargo readout. So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming this is the primary cockpit. Yeah, it doesn't say it's not. It'll usually tell you if it's not the main. Okay, now let's take a peek down here at the lower section, since we did not do it before. Okay, reactor readouts. This is probably engineering. We got a remote block there. Airlock lower. Oh, that's interesting. So let's depressurize. Wait. Whoops. How come this door won't turn on? Oh, there it goes. So I had it backwards. Ah, okay, here we go. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Wasn't me, I didn't do it. Actually, it was. I pushed a button. Okay, so now that's why it's depressurized and everything. We're actually out exposed now. There's supposed to also be... Why can't I... Oh, that was weird. There's supposed to also be... There it is. There's a little drone. Check merge blocks before docking. Merge block count 8. The Mule Mark III, which essentially, I think, is the small carrier. I believe the description reads as the little hauling ship type of thing for tight spaces. Though I don't know, it doesn't look like it has any tanks on it. Merge left and right. Connectors. I can't read some of these. Tanks. So, merge. Merge. Oh, ship's doing something weird. Look at it. I screwed something up. Okay. Okay, one of them... Wait, now it's confused. Okay. 6. Oops. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it. I see. I did not see this before. This... I thought the connector was the ship, and you had to undock the landing gears and all that, but it's actually holding these together. So you need to disconnect the connectors and then the merge blocks. That makes more sense. Okay, so there's the connect. Okay, there we go. So those are now unlocked. And then when you do that, it disconnects. But you do have to be careful of that. Okay, so thrusters are on, gyros are on. That's our backup camera, it looks like. That one, I'm not sure what that is. Now, it doesn't seem to be Oh, there we go. The batteries are in recharge mode. Okay, I can't seem to break the torque, or for the connectors. Where are these mule tanks connector? I probably did something not quite right. Safety gears, thrusters. I was hoping the merge blocks or connectors were grouped. Yeah, I can't get it to disconnect for some reason. It's the pull is too strong on these connectors for it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Would not surprise me. Anyways, it's supposed to disconnect correctly. I'm probably just doing the order wrong and screwing something up. So, it's supposed to disconnect correctly. Actually, let me just double check. We've got a little bit of time. Thrusters, gyroscope, safety. Where's the connector blocks? Are the... that's weird. It doesn't show the... Oh, wait, they're hidden. I bet. Yeah, there we go. Connector small. Mule connector. These are right and left big. Safety gear. Remote control. Well... There's only one big connector? That's weird. Okay, and where's the other one? Oh, wait a minute. Let's actually turn that. I think it's the right and the left one that we want off. Right? Okay, that's off. That's off. Okay, cool. So now we should be... There we go. So that was the problem with that. The pull was too strong. And I don't know why I can't get the camera to disconnect. But anyways, that's the little mule which controls these two tanks. So you could go connect to something else, fill those up in a small space, and then bring it back and connect it all back up, and then it would dump into the main tanks for the ship, and that would be that. So on that note, we're going to move on to the last one. Okay, last but not least, we have the Waypoint Fighter Base version 2. Now, I never recall seeing version 1, but that doesn't really mean anything. There's a lot of builders that may hold version 1, make version 2, and then be happy with it and release it. So that could have happened. I could have just missed it. Don't know. One thing to point out is the description is very, very non-existent. I mean, there's like a line, but that's it. So, I mean, it is fairly self-explanatory. It's a fighter base, but it looks pretty cool on the outside, at least. Has kind of a bit of the shield helicarrier type feel, a little bit, with these exposed turbines and such. Oh, you know what? I was wondering why my frame rate was a little bit on the lower side. I'm dipping between the 28 to 15 department, and it's because this is a world save, because I didn't want to download any mods. I'm not a fan of that. I really don't like blueprints. If you're particularly making builds that you want me to actually look out at. I've had multiple different builds suggested to me, like, hey, I finished this one, what do you think? Please don't do them in blueprints. I hate blueprints. I don't mind if they're vanilla. I hate them if they're modded, unless there's like two things, because so many of these have like a billion mods and you have to go through and add each individual one, unless there's something that Keen Software has changed, which I don't think they have. So I don't like modded blueprints. But anyways, that said, this was a world save, and I didn't realize a world came with it. So that's probably a good portion of why my frame rate is dipping a little bit. But still not too bad. So, important to note in our Let's Play thing, whenever we do another full-on survival Let's Play. We could actually have a space base like this size with some small fighter ships and stuff and a planet and have a decent frame rate. Anyways, let's go take a look on the inside. So we got these little cute little fighters. Cute little fighters. Look at them, they're so cute. So yeah, we have four cute little fighters. I think there's 3 on the landing pads. 4 on the landing pads, 1 floating in space. Then we've got, what are these? I see the med stations. What are you? Suit chargers. Ah, ooh, that's kind of cool. I gotta find out what mod that's from. That's kind of cool. And kind of like this health charger. I've been looking for a different health charger for my Star Destroyer looking ship. I might have just found one. That's why I like this. Whoa! What? Oh, that is a cool door. That is a cool oh wait, it was open. Was it open? That is a cool door, man. What is this? Airlock door. No. No. Is this a single block airlock? Wow, that kind of rhymes. Single block airlock. If that is its own airlock, I am going to freak out. I have got to look up those 2 mods. Okay, there's actually an up and a down. I expected there just to be a down. I'm still hung up on that door, man. That door was freaking awesome. I can't be the only one that freaked out a little bit. Maybe I am, I don't know. So, pretty cool bridge thing. I'm guessing each one of these corners is an access point from the different landing strips. So this is kind of cool. The only thing that I wish there might be in the consoles or the menus or something somewhere. Because they're not visible from up here, I kind of wish there was some kind of cameras over the runways so that, like, mission control up here could actually check if the runway was clear. That would be kind of a neat little touch. But as far as, that would be as simple, I mean, you'd throw a camera block down and plug it into one of these consoles. That wouldn't be very difficult for anybody to do at all. So you could totally do that yourself. Yeah, so that's cool. Let's go visit. Woo! Let's kill the frame rate. Actually, I think that was probably because I'm looking down at the planet while in the base, too. This is different. What the heck? So, it's a medical room minus the medium med bay, minus the suit changer, I guess? Interesting. Okay, we've got 4 big bulkhead doors. Big ol' air vent lockers. Same deal all the way around. Let's check the middle. Oh, it goes down again. Okay. Whoop! Going down. Oh, going down. Wow, there's actually a lot more to this space station than I thought there was. Wow. Alrighty then. So I'm guessing this is all... No way. What? Goes down even further? How big is this place? Now, wait a minute. Wait. When I okay, so it ends here on that side. That's interesting. Open. Oop, gonna be an airlock. Does this go to the outside? No! I have been very, very surprised about the layout of this base. So there's catwalks on the side. Interesting. There's catwalks on the side, but there's no door. Is there? Hold up. Are these drawbridges? Yes. they are. Oop, wait, what? There's supposed to just be a button. Do I have to click down here? Oh, there we go. Whee! Okay, that makes more sense. So there's bridges around the side. Okay. So that's what those do. That took me a minute. It's like, what in the world? Okay, so these aren't actually airlocks then. I'm not really worried about... Okay, game thinks they are. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna go back up. Oh, seriously, I've got to find out if that's a legit airlock. What is this? I hate how long the windows take to open when you have a, HL2. Oh! Is that from Half-Life 2? Is that what that's from? I didn't make the connection. And MCM... Yeah. MCM Fignet reactors. Sure! Motor... Those actually, for a large ship grid, those actually aren't that expensive. Interesting. So this is apparently the engineering type setup. Oh, that looks cool. That is so cool. I love the the uranium rod look type thing. I don't know if those are actually supposed to be uranium, but the radioactive rods. I love that. That is so cool looking. Straight out of like Star Trek or something when you've got the pylon type thing going on. That's awesome. Okay. So that's the floor beneath the hangar. And if we go up, that's the hangar. If we go up one more, where did this end up going? This is a... Okay, this is the upstairs for the hangar. Okay. Or not hangar. Why am I saying hangar? I don't know what that is. It was basically just a doorway. And then this comes up to the bridge. Now let's take a peek and see if the left and right are any different. And we still haven't opened those doors. No, that's the same. Come on. Stuck in the door. And then these stop here. Okay. So I think last we just need to find out what's behind these doors. Oh, that makes sense. The living quarters. The one thing we hadn't seen yet. Makes perfect sense. And bathrooms. Complete with yellow mood lighting, I guess. Or that's part of the reactor and you're all getting irradiated. Yay, have fun. I'm running away from the radiated bathroom. Okay, anyways. So I think... I hope I'm not missing anything, but I think that about covers everything on this build. How do I get out of here? Oh, it's these side doors, that's right. Were there any other floors? I don't think there's any other floors between this one. Nope. Seriously though, I've got to find out if this is legit. Because if so, I love it. Alrighty. And I don't think there's any way in there. That's just for looks, I think. Ow. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.